Gregg Popovich enjoys making people uncomfortable. So, just when we've become comfortable with his terse and cold in-game interviews, the Spurs coach changed his approach. Popovich was kind and insightful in his post-game interview with David Aldridge during San Antonio's Game 2 loss to the Warriors last night, even closing the exchange with, "It's been a joy." That second question was begging for a one-word answer. Popovich actually gave an illumining response. Draymond Green flagrantly fouled Davis Bertans in the Warriors' Game 2 win over the Spurs last night. Green elbowed Bertans hard and high. It was a no-brainer call. But Green, of course, casts doubt on his actions and pins blame on Bertans. Green, via Chris Haynes of ESPN, "I think it was a little bit of a flop," Green said at the podium, after producing 9 points, 5 boards and 6 assists. "I don't even know if I hit him, but if I did, I'm not saying I didn't, I don't know, but if it's going to be a flagrant foul, shouldn't it be a double flagrant? Like, I can just get grabbed around my neck. I'm not going to sit up here and say I did nothing. I've got to get someone off my neck though. If you're going to penalize me, then why not penalize both? That's really my only thing." Green said he's not concerned about the flagrant point. "Nah, I don't care. It is what it is." Green responded, "Life goes on. There's more important things in life than worrying about a flagrant point. Maybe it'll get rescinded. I got choked, put in a chokehold like I was in the WWE or something. So it might get rescinded. Who knows? Bertans' elbow might have touched Green's neck. That's nowhere near a chokehold." Kawhi Leonard, reportedly cleared medically by the Spurs, is away from the team while rehabbing and will reportedly miss the rest of the season. LaMarcus Aldridge, on the other hand, had 34 points and 12 rebounds in San Antonio's Game 2 loss to the Warriors last night, his 22nd 20-10 game of the season. Spurs coach Gregg Popovich, "LaMarcus has been a monster all year long. He's led our team on both ends of the floor. He doesn't complain about a darn thing out on the court. He just plays through everything. I can't imagine being more proud of a player as far as playing through adversity and being there for his teammates night after night after night. He's been fantastic." It's impossible to read that quote without thinking about Leonard. That's not necessarily fair to Popovich or Leonard, but that's how it comes across. Given the way the Spurs have talked about Leonard, I'm unconvinced they deserve the benefit of the doubt, anyway. Cleveland's regular season woes followed them into the playoffs. They were a terrible defensive team all season, 29th in the league, so when they didn't adjust well to slowing Victor Oladipo or Miles Turner in Game 1, it was to be expected. However, the Cavaliers had a new problem that cost them Game 1. Their offense was terrible, scoring just 0.84 points per possession. LeBron James had a triple-double, but his performance still felt just okay. Jeff Green was a disaster. So was the Cavaliers' three-point shooting overall. Kevin Love was a non-factor. The Cavs didn't get good looks and missed the ones they did get. Indiana is up 1-0 heading into Game 2 Wednesday, so what do the Cavaliers have to do now? Here are 3 things to watch. 1. LeBron James has to set the tone early by scoring. To open Game 1, the Indiana Pacers put Bojan Bogdanovic on LeBron. That should have been an open invitation to go into attack mode. Bogdanovic is a better defender than you may think, but he's nowhere near ready to handle aggressive and attacking LeBron. Except he didn't have to. LeBron spent the first quarter trying to set up teammates and getting everyone involved, and as a result LeBron was 0 of 3 shooting for the first quarter. He had 2 points from a couple of free throws. Cleveland as a team shot 25% for the quarter and was down 19 just 12 minutes in. LeBron was more of himself after that, and finished with 24 points, but the opportunity was lost. So was the game. The Cavaliers never got all the way back in it. LeBron has to carry more of a load with this team than any team he has been on in years, probably since he left Cleveland for Miami. Fair or not, that's the reality. He can't be passive and set guys up early. He has to shoulder the burden from the start and put up big numbers, then hope as the defense overloads to stop him someone else can step up with a few buckets. Expect to see LeBron attacking from the opening tip on Tuesday. 2. Get Kevin Love the ball. Love had 9 points on 8 shots in Game 1, and took only 2 shots inside the arc in his entire 34 minutes of play, and he had 6 feet 8 inches Thaddeus Young on him much of the night, a guy Love can take down to the block and score over and around. It simply was not enough touches and looks for the second-best scorer on Cleveland. Tyronn Lue needs to call some sets for Love early and get him the rock down on the block and let him go to work. If the defense collapses or the doubles come, Love is a very capable passer out of the post. But let the man work. The Cavaliers were struggling to get buckets in Game 1 and were leaning more on new guys like Larry Nance Jr., Jordan Clarkson, and Jeff Green to take the shots. Basketball can be a simple game. Get your best shooters, scorers the ball more and let them work. That means more LeBron and Love, less from the other role players. 3. Lineup rotation changes, more J.R. Smith and Sadie Osman, maybe even Tristan Thompson, less of the new guys. Cleveland started Larry Nance Jr., and he looked a little lost in the moment. Jordan Clarkson played 20 minutes, however, all but 2 of those came when LeBron was on the court, which is not ideal. Clarkson needs the ball in his hands to create to be effective, but when LeBron is on the court, the ball should be in his hands. The Cavaliers' second-best player in Game 1 was J.R. Smith off the bench. The veteran looked comfortable in the moment. It's time for Lou to consider lineup changes, or at the very least significant rotation changes. Start Smith and bring Rodney Hood off the bench. Get more run for rookie Sadie Osman, who is a good defender plus plays well off the ball and can knock down threes, 36.8% from beyond the arc this season. And I like seeing the lineups with Love at the 5, but maybe more Tristan Thompson as a physical, board-crashing change of pace, although it will be tough to play him if the Pacers have the stretchy Miles Turner at the 5. Despite the roster shakeups, there are Cavaliers who have been in these moments before. Lean on them. Dwayne Wade turned back the hands of time Monday night. The Heat legend had 28 points and 7 rebounds to spark Miami's Game 2 win. He also made the key play down the stretch when the Sixers had the momentum and were making a run. He slid up behind Dario Saric and the elbow and stripped him, leading to a run-out dunk for Wade that changed the feel of the game. Wade is a future Hall of Famer, and while he can't do it as often now, he still has these nights. Monday, Wade said he had a little extra motivation. Kevin Hart, a Philadelphia native, in a Sixers jacket barking on the sidelines. From NBC Sports Philadelphia, when you got people like Kevin Hart talking on the sideline, when you got the crowd saying all the things they're saying, I heard a lot of things tonight, and it's all used as motivation. Wade said, be able to hush a whole crowd, that's a great feeling. Hart's going to be there in Miami, but he may want to think twice about firing up Wade.